Over the last 25 years, I've had the privilege of interviewing and highlighting some truly interesting people. Everyone who is anyone, both the famous and the infamous, from presidents and their first ladies to kings and queens, movie stars and pop stars, captains of industry, heads of state, sports personalities, innovative entrepreneurs, and some pretty fascinating everyday people. Today, I'm proud to introduce you to Candice White, a hairstylist whose level of service and dedication to her clients is what sets her apart from the competition. Hi, Candice. It's a pleasure to chat with you today.
Hi, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, since you are in the beauty, style, and fashion business, I want to know a little bit about your background. How'd you come to own Crowned with Beauty?
Well, I have been doing hair now for 16 years. I started my passion for hair when I was a very young girl. It has been my absolute joy ever since, building my career and working with my clients. I came to own Crowned 3 years ago, 2017. I moved to Austin, Texas, and I was working in a local salon here, and they suddenly went out of business. And so when that happened, I decided this is the right time for me. This is my time to reach for my goal and start something of my own. And that's when Crown was born.
That is wonderful. I mean, as you can tell, I am a hair girl. So you and I can talk all day when it comes to hair. I think hair is an accessory and it should be changed with your mood and with your style.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what does the name Crowned with Beauty mean to you?
To me, Crowned with Beauty is empowerment. It's, when you go have your hair done, you leave, you feel beautiful, you feel confident. You can take on the world when you first have your hair done. And I think that's a very empowering feeling. And that's kind of why I always say you should really invest in your hair. It's the crown that you never take off.
What a wonderful way to think about it. I do some philanthropic work with a company called Dress for Success, and we give women the confidence to go into job interviews, and they get their hair and their makeup done in a new suit to start their careers. And you are 100% correct, Candice. Having your hair done, having your new lipstick, putting on an outfit that is yours, it gives you such confidence. And I think that you are just doing God's work is what I would say, giving people confidence to go for their dream. So tell me how your practice differs from other beauty salons, because I love your concept.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm my studio. It's an intimate space, and I feel it gives me and my guests a more one-on-one personal experience. A lot of times we like to go see our stylist, and we want to chit chat. We want to catch up, and I feel they feel more relaxed. It's a very quiet, sort of peaceful atmosphere where they can open up and they can be themselves and get that one-on-one time with their stylist.
Well, good. That's so interesting. You've actually described yourself, I understand, as a hair colorist by specialty. I know that certain salons specialize in certain things, and you're supposed to be this expert when it comes to blondes, and I see your beautiful blonde hair. So how does your technique ensure, that top quality result for your clients? Because my girlfriends who have blonde hair, I'm telling you, they need it precise.
Oh, yes. It's a process. I think time is key. Good things come with time. Attention to detail, the small details make all the difference. A lot of times we get busy. We tend to try and rush things, but if you slow down and take your time and let the process work, I think that makes all the difference. And also continuing education, I think that's a very big part of it. Always staying on trend and knowing what the latest fashion is. That way you can give your guests the latest. That's what they want.
Yeah, it's interesting. Now, speaking of time, I understand you spent 10 years working in Kuwait. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
I did. That was hands down the most wonderful experience. of my life so far. That's really where my career in hairstyling started. I moved there when I was 19 years old, and I thought, I'm going to give this 1 year. I'm going to see, how Kuwait treats me, the Middle East treats me, and I stayed 10 years.
Well, what a wonderful opportunity for a young entrepreneur. So I want to know, what are some of your future business goals and how do you plan to achieve them? Because it looks like you have a path that you are going down, girl, and you are not letting anything stop you.
No, I'm blazing it. Star. I have a lot of future goals. I would love the addition of a product and color line for my business. I do believe this is going to take the right team of medical experts trying to get into that kind of vein and really honing my targeted client base for that line. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I certainly wish you the very best with that. And I really would love, since you started your career so young, and a lot of young women will look up to you when they say, I guess if Candice can do it, I can do it. So what advice, Candice, would you give other young female entrepreneurs, and even if they're not so young, usually they're starting a new career, to give them the edge that they need to succeed?
I would say to any young entrepreneur, male, female, persist and stand. A lot of things can come against us, life, people, and just persist. And what I like to say is push and pray. Push and pray for it. And the more you persist and work at it, you'll see success. It will come.
Well, I have to tell you, I don't think that I've achieved anything without being persistent and being diligent. And so I completely 100% agree with you on that. If you could give one last nugget for the viewer of this video to walk away with, what would that nugget be?
I would hope that someone today would walk away with encouragement. It's very easy for people to say, write your visions down, write your goals down, get them on paper and dream big. That's easy to say, but to find the courage to put yourself out there and go for it and do it, and that takes some practice. So I hope encouragement. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
What a wonderful, wonderful thing to share. I suggest that the ladies and even the gentlemen who are going to see this think about what Candice has said and be encouraged. And if the first time you try something doesn't succeed, just get back on that horse and try again. Candice, you have been very, very, very encouraging today. And so I wish you the very best with what you're doing in the future. I know you're going to be successful because that persistence is actually infectious. Thank you again.
Thank you, Star. Thank you for having me.